Happy Mother's Day, Mama!
Happy Mother's Day!
Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom!
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy.
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day, Mom!
Happy Mother's Day, Marcus.
Happy Mother's Day, honey.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day. And I love you.
So you're the best. Oh.
I gotta kiss your head. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. I really love you. Mwah.
I put this video together because, Mom, you deserve it. Like, I don't think you realize how much everyone loves you. I just really wanted you to have the opportunity to hear what everyone's favorite memories of you were. We admire and we adore you so much, and we're so lucky to have an amazing woman who have raised such a strong and close family. I love you.
I want you to know that you are the definition of a great mother.
Not only is she a goodly woman, but she's a godly woman.
And one of the first things that I wanted to share was just how special you made everything feel.
Thanks to you for striving to make so many memorable experiences throughout our childhood.
To the world, you're a mother, but to your family, you are the world. And you really are, Mom. You're the glue that holds us together, and we love you so much.
I know that you've loved us from the moment we were born, but Mom, like, I've literally loved you my whole entire life. Like, you are the only woman who I've just depended on so much from the get-go.
I can genuinely say that I wouldn't be the person I am today without you.
I just want to thank you for everything you've done for us in this family, and to thank you for always being there for me. And like, I can always talk to you, for you trusting me, and I love you so much. I don't know what I'd do without you. Love you.
I don't know anybody with such a great heart, somebody who always greets you with a big, big smile. You're the first one to give people hugs when they walk in. Everybody loves you. Everybody feels loved around you. I feel loved around you. So happy that you guys are living close to us. Also very proud of you, how strong you are as a woman. I remember when you guys came here, and I've never seen anything so devastating happen to anybody, to lose their job on the first week of moving around the world and expecting that income to take care of you, and turning that situation into creating a job and a business for yourself. You know, I'm very proud of you for that, and so thankful to have you in my life. So I hope this is a wonderful day for you. I hope you know how much you are loved, and love you so much.
Like, thinking about it now, I don't understand how you made us all feel so special and so loved, because I have a hard enough time keeping up with just 4 kids, and yeah, like, we had how many growing up? So I really appreciate that. Like, I never once felt like I was just a number. When I would go talk to you, it was as if like you felt how I was feeling, and I could feel how much love and like how much you wanted to help me, and it made it feel like I was important and that my little problems weren't being silly. I remember I really wanted to make some money, and so you and Grandma had helped me make those little bags, like the little tote bags, and then you drove me around the neighborhood. Like, I would walk and you would like follow me in the car as I like knocked on people's doors trying to sell them these little bags. What kind of mom like just sets her day aside and just like on the whim is like, sure, let's make them, let's go do it. And I remember you guys doing that like all the time for me. I love just how much of a kid you were, like just as much as we were, and for all the little things. I just remember you being game for everything, like always wanting to bring home her animals and taking care of them, and my business ventures and like all those fun things. Like, I just loved them so much, and I try to give those to my kids too, because I feel like it was just so fun, and those memories like fueled what I have put into my motherhood, I feel like. So I just really wanted to thank you and wish you a happy Mother's Day and let you know how much we love and appreciate you and all that you and Dad did and all the things like I Lead and things like that you guys put together for us. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. I hope you have a good one.
And that's one thing I think you were so great about is growing up, we knew that you genuinely enjoyed our company and you loved being around us. I think one of the things I really remember, the time that we realized you might be pregnant with Kiana, and we had been wanting another sibling so bad, and we were so excited about the possibility of you being pregnant. Sure enough, Kiana came not too long after that. Used to read to us for homeschool, and I remember there was this book that we loved so much. It was about the boy living on this island that somehow he ended up there alone, and there was one afternoon it was just so good, and we just begged you to keep on reading, and the whole afternoon you just read, I think, a majority of the book. Thanksgiving was always so much fun. I think one of my favorite times was that year we rented a bunch of movies, put the TV in the kitchen, and we just watched movies while we cooked for 2 or 3 days. That was amazing. But you've always been good about making life memorable, and I think that's one of the things I learned about you, and one of the things I strive to do is to make as much time as you can memorable. So thank you for all you do. I love you so much, and happy Mother's Day.
This was really hard to pick just one memory because I have so many great ones with you. And the more I started thinking about it, the more these amazing memories kept popping up, and it's just like, But the one that I kept coming back to is really simple, but it's just something that's always stuck with me. I was in high school, and I was having just an off day. I just didn't want to be there. And I remember texting you and just being, Mom, you come get me. And no questions asked. You just texted right back being like, yep, I'm on my way. And to me, Mom, that's something I'm always going to remember, because it's not that I got to skip school. It's just that you were there for me. And I felt like you understood how I was feeling that day. And I didn't even need to explain what was going on. You just knew. And that's one thing I've always loved about you, Mom, is that your intuition has never failed you. And like, as a mother, that's something I strive for so hard. I want to be there for my kids like you were for us. So I thank you for everything that you've done, all the sacrifices you made for us, just to raise us tiny little human beings into what we are now. And I just can't thank you enough for that, Mom. You're everything I strive to be, and I love you so much, and I hope you have an amazing Mother's Day. You are everything to us, and we love you so much.
So my favorite memory is whenever you would be down or you'd have a hard day or a long day, I would go into your room and I'd make your bed and I'd write a note and I'd tape pennies on it because that's all I had. And sometimes it'd be coins I found around the house too because I was broke. But I just remember you being so surprised every time you open, it was just pennies, but you have a way of making things feel so special when they're really not even a big deal, but you just make us feel like we're important and we're the only people on the earth. You've always been that way to me. In Dubai, our freaking McDonald's run, and how we just spend all the time together and we depended off each other so much. You're just such an inspiration to me. I look up to you so much because everything you've had in life, you've worked so hard for. You, from the very beginning, the church, you walked to seminary, you worked to find your soulmate, and you've just constantly worked, and you put aside your education to raise children for 30 years, and you worked to get your degree. I'm in just such awe with what an amazing woman you are. I love you. so much. I hope this Mother's Day was amazing for you.
Kickers asked us to put together, think of something that reminded us of you or a memory, and I think the one that popped out to me was when I don't know, I would have been about 13, and I was such a brat, probably like the brattiest out of all the kids, and you put up with so much for me, and I never wore my seatbelt, and you were always like, Jennifer, put your seatbelt on, or get out of my car, and you know me, and never listened to threats, and one day you were like, get out of my car, and I was like, yeah, right, you kicked me out of that car, and as soon as you drove off, I stuck my finger out, and you turned that car right around, and like, I knew that you would turn it around, and I knew that you would come back because you always do, and you've been like that throughout my entire life, and you've loved me probably when it was hard to love me, and you've been there when I needed a shoulder to cry on. Like, you've just always been there, and I can't imagine like life without you. So thank you for being you, and especially now that I'm a mom, I look at how you were, and you're just such an inspiration, and I'm so glad I have you to look up to. We love you so much, and I hope that you're feeling the love from afar, all the way from Australia.
The story I want to share happened before we were even married and had children. And as you remember, when we were going together, I'd sometimes ask you some questions out of the blue, and I know you felt like it was an interview. And one time we were driving, and I turned to you and I asked, do you love me more, or do you love Jesus Christ more? And I could just imagine in your mind, you're thinking, oh no, is this the question? He's gonna, if I blow it. You just hesitated for a moment, you turned and told me, I love Jesus Christ more. And I knew then that this was the woman I could spend not only my life with, but the rest of eternity with. And also I knew that you would be the kind of woman that would raise your children to have that same kind of love in Jesus Christ. And why it was so important is because I would fail, I would fall short, but through the atoning sacrifice of our Lord, we can rise back up, we can be forgiven, and we can become the people that we're meant to be. And I know that if you had that same love, and I knew how much you loved me and how much I loved you, but I knew that if you loved Jesus Christ that much, that you would instill that in our children, and that they would know too that he would always be there, no matter what. I'm just so grateful, even 34 years later, that you still have that same love of Jesus Christ in your heart, and that we both know that we can be together forever, and that our children, as they have that love too, that they can be together, and you can be a mother through eternity. I'm so grateful for you and love you, and just want to wish you a happy Mother's Day again.